What if the glances you once dismissed, the quiet moments fans whispered about, were never coincidences at all? Today, the Chinese entertainment world is buzzing once again. In a move that no longer belongs to rumours or speculation, Chen Zheyuan and Li Qin have officially confirmed that they are in a relationship. A revelation that instantly sent social media into a frenzy. But this story is not just about a confirmation. It is about timing, maturity, and the courage to be honest under the brightest spotlight. For many followers of Chinese entertainment, this confirmation feels less like breaking news and more like the quiet conclusion of a story that has been unfolding in plain sight. The moment Chen Zheyuan and Li Qin acknowledged their relationship, time seemed to pause briefly for fans who had been watching, waiting, and wondering. What makes this moment feel unreal is not shock, but recognition. It carries the emotional weight of something long anticipated yet never guaranteed. Years of subtle signs, restrained interactions, and careful distance suddenly gained meaning. For some, it felt like witnessing a long-held intuition finally come into focus. For others, it was a reminder that not all stories demand immediate answers. There is also a sense of emotional release embedded in this moment. Speculation gives way to clarity. Guesswork is replaced by truth. In an industry where ambiguity often lingers by design, this honesty feels rare and deeply satisfying. Rather than overwhelming audiences, the confirmation invites them to breathe, to reflect, and to accept that some stories are meant to unfold slowly. This was not a dramatic reveal, but a gentle affirmation. And perhaps that is precisely why it resonates so strongly. Looking beyond the label of romance, what stands out most is the sense of balance and personal growth reflected in their relationship. This is not a narrative of sudden passion or impulsive decisions, but one shaped by time, shared experiences, and mutual understanding. Both actors are known for their professionalism and emotional restraint. Their bond appears to have formed through collaboration, creative exchange, and quiet encouragement, rather than public displays. In this sense, their relationship reflects a partnership rooted in respect rather than dependency. What feels especially compelling is how their connection seems to support individual growth rather than overshadow it. Each continues to pursue personal ambitions, yet there is a visible sense of stability that comes from having someone who understands the pressures of the same world. This dynamic reframes the idea of celebrity relationships. Instead of distraction or risk, it presents love as grounding. It suggests that emotional security can coexist with demanding careers, and that personal happiness does not have to come at the expense of professionalism. In an industry often driven by extremes, this steady, thoughtful partnership offers a different model. One that values patience, self-awareness, and growth over spectacle. The overwhelmingly positive response to this announcement reveals something important about today's audience. Viewers are no longer drawn only to drama or surprise. Increasingly, they value sincerity, emotional maturity, and transparency. Many fans expressed a sense of relief rather than shock. Relief that speculation no longer needs to fill the gaps. Relief that the story was handled with dignity. Relief that honesty was chosen over prolonged uncertainty. This reaction also reflects a shift in how audiences relate to public figures. Rather than demanding perfection or ownership over personal lives, many now prioritize authenticity. They recognize that artists are individuals navigating complex emotions under intense scrutiny. The calm, respectful tone of the confirmation played a crucial role in shaping this response. By avoiding exaggerated statements or strategic timing, the couple allowed the focus to remain on sincerity rather than attention. In doing so, they invited empathy instead of division. The public did not feel manipulated or excluded. Instead, they felt acknowledged. That sense of mutual respect between artists and audience is rare, and it explains why support arrived so quickly and so genuinely. Since the confirmation, many observers have noticed a subtle but meaningful shift in presence. It is not something easily measured, but it is felt. Interviews carry a calmer rhythm. Public appearances feel less guarded. There is a quiet confidence that suggests emotional steadiness. On screen, this change resonates even more strongly. Viewers revisiting past performances report a deeper emotional connection, as if certain moments now carry added context. Small expressions feel more sincere. Silences feel more intentional. The line between performance and emotion appears thinner. Off-screen, this renewed energy manifests as ease rather than excitement. There is no need for excess or explanation. Happiness reveals itself in composure, not display. This transformation highlights an often overlooked truth. Emotional security can enhance creative expression. When an individual feels supported, their work gains depth, clarity, and authenticity. Rather than distracting from their careers, this chapter seems to enrich them. It reminds audiences that personal fulfillment does not weaken artistic presence. On the contrary, it often strengthens it in the most understated ways. Looking ahead, this confirmation does not signal limitation, but possibility. Both artists continue to be regarded as dedicated professionals, capable of maintaining clear boundaries between personal life and work. From an industry perspective, the response has been reassuring. Trust remains intact. Opportunities remain open. The narrative surrounding them is no longer about uncertainty, but about stability and reliability. For fans, the future now feels less anxious. Support can be offered without hesitation. Admiration can exist without internal conflict. This clarity allows audiences to focus once again on the work itself. There is also quiet optimism embedded in this moment, not because of expectations placed upon the relationship, but because it represents choice. The choice to live honestly. The choice to prioritize emotional well-being. The choice to move forward without fear of misunderstanding. Whatever comes next, this chapter stands as a foundation rather than a conclusion. It allows space for growth individually and together, without pressure to meet external narratives. Ultimately, this story extends far beyond the boundaries of entertainment news. At its core, it speaks to universal themes: patience, courage, and the quiet strength required to be truthful in uncertain environments. Many viewers see reflections of their own experiences in this journey, waiting without certainty, choosing discretion over impulse, balancing personal happiness with external expectations. In a world increasingly driven by immediacy, this story reminds us that meaningful connections often develop slowly and privately, that not everything valuable needs to be announced at its beginning. Some things are worth protecting until they are ready to stand on their own. This is why the story resonates, not because of fame, but because of humanity. It reassures audiences that sincerity still has a place, even under constant observation. And perhaps most importantly, it leaves viewers with a sense of calm rather than consumption. A feeling that some stories are not meant to be rushed, but respected. If you enjoyed this thoughtful, deep dive into today's most talked about showbiz story, don't forget to subscribe to LVT-SHOWBIZ for more insightful, respectful, and emotionally engaging entertainment news. Thank you for watching, for supporting meaningful storytelling, and for being part of our growing community. Stay tuned, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.